Well, this is a little video that I promised I was going to do a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't been able to do it because up until now I haven't been buddied up. And it's about how we use coordinates. We use coordinates in Shetland. We drive by longitude and latitude rather than postcode, simply because postcodes here cover such a wide area. So I'm going to show you how to use coordinates in order to locate properties, etc. And you can use it equally in town or in country. Here we're in a mixed estate and we're going to a rural property in a second. And because it's fairly close, I'm going to show you actually in real time. I haven't been able to do it because up until today I haven't been buddied up, but today I can, so I can show you. Now the beauty of the system is probably threefold. One, that we'd never have to update the hardware. Two, we never have to update the software. And just purely on locating things, we are going to save tens of thousands of litres of fuel each time. So what we do when we are using coordinates is we go where to, and rather than using the address format, we scroll down and we put the coordinates in. Now in this case, I've met the coordinates of the existing property where we are at the moment, which is already known. And I'm going to these coordinates here. Now it's in hard copy, but I've also written it so you can see roughly what it looks like as well. My wonderful assistant's just turned up, so okay, what I'm going to show you is the format first of all. So the format you're going to use is the second one down on a Garmin. It's a different type of one on TomTom, but I'll show you that as well on a later video. The one you want to be ticking, the box you want to be ticking is this one here, the second one down. And this will be able to give you the coordinates that we need to use. Now, here we are north and west because that's where Shetland is. But if you were in Brighton, you'd be south and east. And if you're in Fife, you'd be north and east or south and west. So depending where you are in the country, you would need to initially put the thing in. And you can do that simply by tapping on wherever you are, north, west, south or west. So our degree line here is 60 degrees. So we type in 60 degrees. Our next number is 29. I'm doing it slower than I would normally do it. 174. And press done. Now we go to the west. West, we are on the 1 degree line. We're going to almost identical property, not too far away. 093. Press done and press next and go.
Drive 0.1 miles, then turn right on A970.
Okay, so it's going to give you exactly the same format as you would do if you was driving by postcode. Now the way you find a property once you've located it or once you get the details is really easy as well. So we're assuming that this is a first time property. We've either had to locate it ourselves or speak to the customer to find out where we are. And once we've found that, we simply press the vehicle icon. And that brings up your longitude and latitude. And that's the information you need to record. And we physically record it on the manifest. And when we get back to the .com, we enter this into the driver details. So delivery instruction details, but on the driver's side. And every single time thereafter, when the manifest is printed for this particular customer, then that will come out with not only any additional instructions, but also the longitude and latitude, which is how we will locate the property. Now this will take us within half a metre or so. Now we use it also for numbered properties as well, because at night time, numbered properties are quite difficult to find as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to now, in real time, physically drive to the next location, and you'll see how accurate it really is. So I'm just going to hand you the phone to my able assistant here. And she can keep her eye on the sat nav. And it's only a couple of minutes away. So we're leaving a fairly dense populated typical council estate in Shetland, and we're going to a rural property. And again, it will just give you normal instructions like you would do if you were driving by postcode. The trouble with Shetland is that postcodes tended to cover 3 or 4 square miles, so trying to locate an individual property here
Turn right on
is almost impossible. So this saves time in terms of locating the property, but also you could have a novice or a newbie driver, providing they had the coordinates, they could locate the property first time every single time.
Continue 0.6 miles to coordinates on right.
It's not a particularly nice day today, so Shetland's not looking as beautiful as it could do. We're driving beside a loch down in a place called Hillswick, which is fairly north. We actually work out of the furthestnorth.com in the UK. We are the furthest point north, and then we work out the furthest northern store in the UK. We have just a couple of vans that go out most days, and we have a fleet of 5.
In 0.3 miles, arrive at coordinates.
So we're going
on
past
right.
lots of different rural properties, all have exactly the same postcode, as do the schools, as does the police station, as does the village hall, etc. So trying to locate individual property here is quite difficult. But once we've located the property and once we find the coordinates, finding it every single time thereafter
Arriving at coordinates on right.
is simply a matter of putting the coordinates into the system and driving by those coordinates. And here we are at the next customer. And that's how you do it. I'm hoping that that sign up there is the name of the place and not a driver instruction. So, driving by coordinates. I'll update another one with the TomTom version as well, so you get the hang of it. And if there's any questions, by all means just post the questions underneath and I'll answer those for you too.